Let me break this down for you in a way that feels real and easy to follow. No robotic language, just the truth in simple words, just like you'd hear from a friend spilling the tea. So here's the deal. Saucy Santana, the well-known rapper and reality TV star who gained a lot of fans from his time on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, just got dropped from the show. Yep, you heard that right. He was fired. And the reason? A TikTok live session where he got a little too honest about what goes on behind the scenes. Now, Saucy has always been bold. People love him for keeping it real, cracking jokes, and standing out. But during this live, he opened up about some things that the show's producers definitely didn't want public. He started talking about how fake the show felt lately. According to him, it's no longer about people's real stories. It's all about acting wild to boost the drama. He even said the producers push the cast to argue and fight just so the cameras have something juicy to catch. They want people to act crazy. If you don't go along with the drama they create, they'll cut you off, he said. And just like that, it all blew up. Fans were watching live when he said it, and it didn't take long for the clips to go viral. Social media lit up. Some folks cheered him on, saying it was about time someone exposed how reality shows really work. But others thought he took it too far. One minute he was the star of the show. The next, he was trending for all the wrong reasons. Behind the scenes, things got messy fast. The producers were not happy. They didn't like being called out like that, especially not in front of millions of fans. Word started spreading that the network was talking about letting him go, and sure enough, they made it official. They fired him. The network released a statement saying they were disappointed in how Saucy handled things. They claimed the show tries to balance entertainment with real-life experiences and said Saucy's comments crossed a line. Basically, they were trying to say, "We don't fake things," while also trying not to sound too guilty. Now let's be honest. This shook up the whole Love and Hip Hop world. Santana was one of the most entertaining people on the show. He had jokes, energy, and drama when needed, but he also kept things real. Love him or hate him, he made things interesting. So, now that he's out, a lot of fans are wondering what the show is even going to look like without him. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, people are talking about this everywhere. Some fans are riding hard for Saucy, saying the network is just mad because he told the truth. One person tweeted, "He just told us what we already knew. They fake everything." And he called them out. Others are saying he should have kept his mouth shut and handled it privately. Why air out all the drama online? One fan asked. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. The cast? Mixed feelings. Some of his co-stars are backing him up. Yandy Smith posted something cryptic on Instagram like, "The truth hurts, but sometimes you gotta speak it." Others are keeping quiet, probably not wanting to risk their own spots on the show. Word on the street is, this might have caused a split among the cast too. Some agree with what Saucy said, but they're scared to say it out loud. Others think he went about it the wrong way. Either way, the vibe on set probably isn't too friendly right now. But here's the thing. Just because Saucy's off the show doesn't mean he's done, not even close. In fact, this whole thing might just be the beginning of a bigger chapter. For him, he's got music, a growing fan base, and a personality that grabs attention. A lot of people think this could actually help him. One fan wrote, "Now he's not tied down by the show, he can do his thing for real. I wouldn't be surprised if he blew up even more after this." Some are even saying this might push him to take legal action, though nothing's been confirmed. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure, he's not disappearing anytime soon. And knowing Saucy, he'll probably speak more about the situation once he's ready. You know he's not one to stay silent for long. This whole situation shows just how messy the entertainment world can be. On the surface, it's all glitz, glam, and drama. But behind the scenes, it can get real dark real fast. And the second, you stop playing along, things change, fast. In the end, it all comes down to this. Saucy Santana spoke his mind, and it cost him his spot on the show. But in return, He gained a bigger spotlight, more support, and a chance to do things on his own terms. Whether you think he was wrong or brave, you can't deny one thing. He shook the table, and everybody's still talking. What do you think? Did Saucy Santana go too far? Or was he just telling the truth that nobody else had the courage to say? Let me know in the comments, because this story is far from over, and you already know the drama never sleeps. Saucy Santana didn't hold back during a recent TikTok live, and now he's paying the price. The rapper and reality TV star, best known for his bold presence on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, has officially been fired from the show. The reason? Speaking out against the way producers allegedly create drama and push cast members into fake storylines. During the live video, Saucy opened up about how things really work behind the scenes. He claimed that producers encourage fights just to keep viewers entertained and said they pressure the cast into situations that aren't even real. They make us argue about the dumbest things just to keep the cameras rolling, he said. I'm not going to be a puppet anymore. I'm done pretending. His blunt honesty quickly caused a stir. Some fans praised him for finally saying what many people had suspected for years, that reality TV isn't as real as it seems. They admired his courage for exposing what goes on when the cameras aren't rolling. But others weren't so impressed. Critics felt like he crossed a line by calling out the show that helped make him famous in the first place. It didn't take long for news to spread that the show's producers were extremely upset. Insiders said they were especially angry about Saucy's claims that they staged conflicts just to boost ratings. According to multiple people close to the production team, the network was already discussing his future as soon as the livestream ended. And just like that, the decision was made. Saucy Santana was out. The producers released a public statement after firing him. In it, they said they were disappointed with the way he chose to handle his frustrations. They claimed the show is meant to give cast members a space to be themselves, while still respecting certain boundaries. The statement read, "Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta is committed to telling the real stories of our cast in an engaging and respectful way. We were saddened by Saucy Santana's recent remarks, which go against the values we try to uphold." The reaction was immediate and intense. Fans were shocked. Saucy had become a big part of the show, known for his quick comebacks, fearless attitude, and ability to stir up drama when needed. Love him or hate him, he kept things interesting. His sudden exit left a noticeable gap, and now many viewers are wondering how the show will manage without him. Social media exploded with reactions, and the responses were mixed. On one side, many fans supported Saucy completely. People on TikTok and Twitter called the situation unfair, saying he was only speaking the truth. He didn't lie. He just told us what we already knew, one fan tweeted. Reality TV is fake, and he called them out. That's why they're mad. Some even started using hashtags like #TagsFreeSaucy to show their support. But not everyone was on his side. Some viewers felt like he took things too far by airing dirty laundry online. One person tweeted, "You don't go live and bash the same show that gave you a platform. He should have handled it privately and moved on." Others felt that by speaking out the way he did, Saucy burned bridges that didn't need to be burned. As for his fellow cast members, reactions have been all over the place. A few have shown support, while others have stayed quiet or chosen their words carefully. Yandy Smith, who's also had her fair share of drama on the show, posted on Instagram, "The truth might hurt, but sometimes you have to speak it anyway." Some of the cast may agree with what Saucy said, but are keeping quiet to avoid getting into trouble themselves. Behind the scenes, there are whispers that this could be causing tension within the group, with some siding with Saucy and others more worried about protecting their own spots on the show. Even though his time on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has come to an end, Saucy's career is far from over. In fact, this whole situation might work in his favor. He already has a strong fan base from his music, and he's always had a personality that stands out. Now that he's no longer tied to the show, Many fans believe he can focus on building his brand on his own terms. One fan wrote, "This is going to make him an even bigger star. People love someone who speaks their mind. He's real, and that's rare." Others think this could be the start of something new for him, a shift from reality TV to music, fashion, or maybe even his own platform. It's still unclear whether Saucy will take any legal steps against the network. So far, he hasn't said anything about that. But knowing his outspoken nature, it probably won't be long before he addresses everything in more detail. Whether it's through a new track, a YouTube video, or another TikTok live, you can bet he'll have more to say. One thing's certain: love and hip-hop. Atlanta just lost one of its most talked about stars. Whether you think he was wrong or right, Saucy Santana brought energy to the screen that few others could match. His departure is a major shakeup for the franchise. And this story isn't over. The fallout from his live stream will likely continue for weeks. Fans are watching closely to see what happens next. And as for Saucy, he's already hinted that this might just be the beginning of a whole new chapter. Whatever comes next, he's shown that he's not afraid to speak his truth, even if it costs him everything.